Hello, today is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to the Associated Press, Iran attacked a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz on July 20th, forcing its crew to abandon ship, while U.S. airstrikes continued for the 10th straight night. The Strait of Hormuz is crucial, with about 20% of the world's oil passing through. Since early July, escalating conflict between Iran and the United States has jeopardized safe passage for oil tankers, and global oil prices have surged. After talks between Washington and Tehran collapsed in mid-July, the U.S. resumed strikes against Iran, causing further instability and sending U.S. gas prices close to $4 per gallon, as Business Insider reports. Goldman Sachs estimates that by the end of 2028, new Middle Eastern pipeline infrastructure could insulate 75% of Gulf oil exports from disruptions in Hormuz, shifting trade patterns. In the wake of these attacks, global oil prices are expected to remain elevated, and energy security concerns are driving investment in alternate routes and renewables. The entire structure of the global energy trade may be permanently altered as companies, governments, and major oil players like ExxonMobil and Saudi Aramco adapt to persistent risks and rerouting needs. Next, let's look at the impact of the World Cup on local businesses and national identity in the United States. Fortune reports that the recent FIFA World Cup brought a tourism boom and cultural resurgence to host cities across the U.S., where fans drove massive surges in sales at bars, tattoo parlors, and BBQ restaurants, with some Boston pubs seeing nearly 300% of their typical weekly business in a single evening. The tournament, hosted from June to July 2026, drew millions of international visitors to major cities such as Boston, New York, and Los Angeles, leading to unprecedented demand at local establishments, and American hospitality left tourists amazed, reshaping perceptions of national identity. FIFA President Gianni Infantino traveled 70,000 miles on his Gulfstream G650ER to oversee 40 World Cup games in 39 days. While White House FIFA Task Force head Andrew Giuliani noted the event led to both significant economic gains and memorable cultural moments. In the short term, local food, beverage, and entertainment businesses are expected to continue enjoying sales boosts. Medium term, America's welcoming image may attract more tourism and international investment. The World Cup also reinforced the U.S. as a dynamic soccer nation, creating opportunities for small business owners to capitalize on increased customer loyalty and global visibility. Now, turning to developments in the film industry. TechCrunch reveals that Netflix has acquired Interpositive, an AI filmmaking startup co-founded by Ben Affleck, for $587 million in cash, a move signaling Netflix's significant expansion into artificial intelligence-driven film production. Interpositive specializes in AI-powered tools for movie production, marking Netflix's commitment to innovation in this arena. The acquisition, disclosed on July 19, means Netflix will likely benefit from streamlined production processes in the near term and may prompt competitive responses from other streaming platforms over the coming year. Industry observers note Ben Affleck's involvement could draw additional talent and investment to AI film tech, and, in the medium term, AI tools may see broader adoption across Hollywood and beyond, reshaping how content is made and delivered. Now, onto the markets. International markets were broadly softer, with the China Large Cap ETF FXI outperforming, rising over 2.6%, while Germany and France slid modestly. Japan was little changed, and the Netherlands saw a notable monthly decline. Commodities were mixed, as U.S. oil surged more than 11% month-on-month and copper rose over 1%, but gold edged down and lithium plunged nearly 19%. Agriculture moved higher, with corn up nearly 7% month-on-month, but wheat retreated about 1%. Healthcare stocks pulled back, with Roman 45 down about 1%, even as its monthly performance gained over 6%. Finance ended lower on the day but maintained a strong monthly trend, while real estate slipped despite a modest monthly gain. Semiconductors rose slightly despite a sharp monthly drawdown of nearly 20%. Among individual names, Microsoft advanced over 2%, Adobe slipped about 1%, and Oracle fell almost 4%. Axon led the gainers with a 3.4% daily jump, while Apple declined more than 2%. In the gainers list, Genai Biotechnology Holdings surged 404%, Gold Resource Corp soared 229%, and Advanced Biomed jumped over 120% on biotech momentum. Top losers included Patriot Acquisition Corp., falling 95%, Libang International down 93%, and Smart Power dropping over 80%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.